I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Hey guys, it's Eliza from Eliza Tall and Plain at 99, and today we are doing my yearly favorites. I do not do monthly favorites, probably because I really just don't try enough makeup to have a new favorite every month. But this year is the first year that I'm going to be telling you all about my favorites that I have grown to use every single day, some products that are ride or die that I absolutely love. Some of them are cheap, some of them are expensive, but they're all really, really good. So if you're interested in seeing what I like to use, just keep on watching. But before you do, I want to remind you to subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up. And let's just jump on into this. I have put all of my goodies in this makeup bag right here, and this is my travel makeup bag. I actually travel with a much larger makeup bag, which is this Adidas one, and this literally has all my makeup, so if I'm ever going anywhere for too long, I take that because I am very high maintenance. Anyways, this is my smaller bag that I usually use on a daily basis, and all of my products are in here, but first I'm going to share with you some of the ones that actually don't fit in here just because they're oddly shaped. And the first product is my Glossier Milky cleanser, and I love this stuff. Glossier sent me products almost a year ago now for me to try out, and I tried them out and I honestly really love them. They're kind of like a no makeup brand, so all of their products are very light, and my favorite thing by far is this Milky cleanser, and I have dry skin. Sometimes it can be a bit oily, but usually it's pretty dry, and this is the most gentle, delicate cleanser, and it removes makeup so well. So if you're in the market for a really good cleanser, I would definitely check this guy out. While we are on the subject of complexion products, these are my ride or die makeup wipes. I'm pretty sure every single girl uses these. They are just the Neutrogena cleansing towelettes, and they are amazing. And if you don't have them, you're really just missing out. So they are very cheap and they're very good. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. Some of my products are a little bit dirty. Anyways, this is actually a recent favorite. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I love this thing so much. I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, but the thing about that is there was only one shade in there that worked for me as a contour color, and the other shades were just too dark. This is a great fit for someone who, like me, is very lightly complected and has a pinkish undertone, because the colors in here are very cool toned. I like to use a mixture of these two colors to contour, and if I'm ever feeling a little bit, you know, like frisky and I want a really dark contour, I use this guy over here. The under eye powders up here are also really good. I really don't understand this peach tone one. I don't really use that one that much, but the other 5 shades in the kit are absolutely phenomenal. So if you need a contour kit that actually looks natural, this is a pretty hefty price, but it is so worth it. The packaging is phenomenal. It is so sturdy. I would drop this thing like a million times on very hard flooring, and it has not broken, and I really do appreciate this. And this is something that I feel I could not do my makeup without. I am a girl who is a huge fan of a matte eyeshadow look. I love matte shadows. I think they're beautiful. I think they're the best, but they are so hard to perfect and make. And I think one brand that does it phenomenally is Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay shadows. This is my ride or die palette, and it is honestly quite disgusting, and I don't want to show you that, but all the shades in here are matte. There is one satin finish, but all the rest of them are matte, and I use this so often, and this palette really isn't talked about enough in my opinion. It is just so phenomenal, and it is great for every single day. I love this thing. I really do. A brand I was introduced to maybe 8 or 9 months ago was Juvia's Place, and Juvia's Place has some of the most phenomenal, reasonably priced eyeshadows in the world. They are so blendable and they are so beautiful. This is my favorite palette by them because it has this shade up here, which is probably my favorite shade in the palette just because it is like so pigmented, and it is a great base shade, and it's very easy to blend on top of, and I really do enjoy this shade. It is buttery and it is soft, and you can't see it because it blends in with my skin, which is actually the reason why I like it so much. Anyways, the shimmers in here are phenomenal. The mattes blend perfectly. They're so good. And these palettes are always going on sale. So you can get them for maybe $18. At times, you just have to watch the sales. One of my favorite colors in here is this pink shade up here, and I'm just going to swatch this for you because it's honestly beautiful. Look at that. It looks wet. It's so gorgeous. I love this palette so much, and it is, once again, it's phenomenal. We are opening up this makeup bag now, and the first product I am going to pull out is my Nars Sheer Glow Foundation. And as I like to say, there ain't nothing sheer about Nars Sheer Glow. This one is practically empty. This is the color Deauville. This is what I use pretty regularly. It is a phenomenal foundation. It looks like skin. It has great coverage. It stays on very well. It's for all skin types, so if you have oily skin, because I used to have extraordinarily oily skin, but then I went on Accutane, this foundation worked for me then and it works for me now. It is so great. I do like to powder this though because it does have a dewy finish, but it lasts amazingly. It is really my ride or die foundation. It is great for every day. It is a pretty penny, but I think it is well worth it. Another complexion product that I absolutely love is the Neutrogena Clear Face Breakout Free Liquid Lotion Sunscreen. That is a really long name. This is SPF 30 and it is so great. I wear this literally every single day of my life, and I usually only go through about 1 bottle a year. This stuff is amazing. I wear it on my neck and then on my face. And if you don't wear sunscreen on a daily basis, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You need to wear sunscreen. It is phenomenal. You need to be wearing sunscreen. Please go wear sunscreen. I don't care if you're 5, I don't care if you're 18, I don't care if you're 80, you need to be wearing sunscreen every single day you go out in the sun, which is most days for most humans. So wear some sunscreen, please. I have been using 2 powders throughout the year, and one of them is the Wowder, which I did a review on a while back, and I will link it on the screen. And the other one is the RCMA No Color Powder. This is really good if you are fair complected like me. It does not work on darker skin tones, and that frankly sucks. What I like to do with these powders is mix them, because if I just use this one, it ends up looking a little bit, you know, ghostly. But if I just use this one, it's way too dark. So I like to mix them together by just pouring a little bit of this in here, and it works phenomenally. I like to bake using this powder, and then I will wipe it off with this powder. There are just so many ways you can like mix these 2 powders together to make a wonderful finish, because both of these powders are phenomenal. They're finely milled, they keep your makeup in place, and they are great. This is a sleek primer that I have been loving. It is just a hydrating primer. I like to put this on my nose area because I have a tendency to get like little creases in my makeup around here. And I find if I hydrate really well in these areas, it like makes my makeup look better. So if you're looking for a hydrating primer that doesn't break the bank, it is the sleek, you know, hydrating moisturizing primer, and it's pretty good. I have tried many a different beauty sponges. I always go back to my Real Technique sponge, and I really do need to clean this, but nevertheless, it's here with us today. This is phenomenal. It is so soft. I love how it's flat here and pointed on the other side. It makes getting in that inner corner so easy and so nice. It makes baking really easy. It is just a really phenomenal sponge, and it makes my makeup look airbrushed, and I love it to death. If you do not have it, it is only, I think, $8 or $9. It is very good, and I 10 out of 10 would recommend. There are 2 concealers that I've absolutely been loving to death this year, and these concealers are talked about all the time here on YouTube, so I won't talk long about them. It is the Nars Creamy Concealer and the Tarte Shape Tape, and they are great. Recently, I have been using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick for my foundation on camera. This really just makes your skin look flawless. It looks beautiful. It is a great foundation for the camera and for photography. It is absolutely phenomenal. It looks perfect on your skin. The only drawback is really the smell. It smells like fish. It doesn't smell good, but it looks so good. After you put it on your face, you do not smell that smell like at all. It's just for some reason this has a really funky smell, but it's a phenomenal foundation, so I still use it. I'm not one for cream contour, but I love a good cream bronze. I use my Mehron HD Cream Foundation. This is just a grease foundation, but it is so wonderful if you just need a little bit of color in your foundation, say if your foundation is too light, or if you want a little bit of bronzing action. I like to like work it into my hairline to make my forehead look smaller. It is really phenomenal and it blends so easily into literally anything. It is so beautiful. It is fantastic. If you're looking for a cream bronze or anything like that, this has gotcha. Moving on to brows, we have the Goof Proof brow pencil from Benefit. This is phenomenal. I also really like the Precisely My Brow, but I can't find that right now. I like to use this for my everyday brows, but if I'm ever in the mood for Instagram brows, I will use this along with my Anastasia brow pomade, which is a favorite of mine. I always go back to this guy. Sometimes I'll just skip the pomade and go back to the pencil because it's just so much easier to fill your brows in with a pencil. But I always find myself going back to this guy. I just love it so much. I used to use the wrong shade for me, which was taupe. My brow hair is too dark for that. Now I use the color Ash Brown and it is phenomenal and I love this guy so much. Next we have two Maybelline lipsticks. One is from the Gigi Hadid collection and this is the color Erin. I am wearing it right now along with a number of like different lip combinations because for some reason I can't commit to one lip product. I have to wear like 10. Anyways, this is a wonderful 90s kind of color. It like just reminds me of Cindy Crawford and like all those 90s supermodels and like the lipsticks they would used to wear. And my other favorite is Peach Buff, which if you watch Tati Westbrook, she used to talk about this lipstick all the time and I was like, well, I need to have that. And so I went out to buy it and it was sold out because apparently this is one of their best-selling lipsticks. And then I went back again like maybe a month later and I found it and I snatched it up, and honestly this is like the most beautiful nude color. It's something you can just throw on and go. It's fantastic and I love it. Maybelline lipsticks, A1, love them. The last lip product isn't so much a lip color as it is a lip formula. I love the Kylie Jenner Velvet Lip Formulas. They are comfortable and they're long wearing. They're really just the best of both worlds. I would not bother with her matte formula just because it is so drying. This guy is phenomenal. This is the shade Bear. This is from her Vacation collection. I'm not sure if they still sell it. If they do, I will link it down below. But in general, I'm just recommending her Velvet formula because it is a lot better than her matte formula. Plus, she's always coming out with the most trendy and most popular colors. So I will be sure to link her down below. Next up is mascara. On days where I don't want to wear a ton of makeup, I am always wearing the They're Real by Benefit Lash Primer. This is essentially a brown mascara, but what it does is it volumizes, but it does it in a natural way. It is really hard to explain, but if I had to pick one single mascara for the rest of my life, I wouldn't choose a black mascara. I wouldn't choose a really volumizing mascara. I would choose this guy just because I love it so much. It's so good. My mom turned me onto it of all people just because it looks so natural and so beautiful. And if you're someone who isn't high maintenance, I can't relate. But if you're someone who isn't high maintenance and you just want a simple brown mascara and you want one that's good and one that's going to last, this is amazing. Did I say the name? It's the Benefit They're Real Tinted Primer. It's I can't say enough good things about it. Benefit honestly just kills the game with mascaras. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. This is phenomenal. I love it. Everyone loves it. It's lengthening, it's volumizing, it's amazing. Blush. I don't wear blush a lot, but when I do, it is always a Tarte blush. This is just a sample size that I have. I don't have a full size with me right now. And honestly, any of their shades are phenomenal. I really love their blushes. This is the shade Party with like 5 A's in it. Anyways, it's a really nice universal mauve color. I'm wearing it today. It's very, very pretty. It looks very natural. And these are really just a dream to apply. Y'all, I love this highlighter. Please do not judge me. This is my e.l.f. highlighter. I love this guy to death. but the packaging was so flimsy, it broke off. Can you see how much I've used? I practically hit pan in a highlighter. That never happens to me. Anyways, this is the Baked Highlight. There has been a lot of hype on YouTube about this particular highlight because what you have to do to get to the really intensely pigmented, shiny part, the part that looks like it's like, you know, wet and like beautiful and dripping in gold, and it's so phenomenal. You have to like scratch off the top layer because they've sprayed something on it. Anyways, I really love this highlighter, but the thing is the packaging was so flimsy that the top broke off, and I wanted to just save it somehow, and I still wanted it to like be kept in my makeup bag, so I made this like ratchet little top with duct tape because I didn't have access to anything else but duct tape. And you know, it's just been living like this for maybe 2 or 3 months now. Next up, we have two, I guess they're cream highlighters. I'm really just talking about the formula. In general, this is the Super Shock Cheek Pearlized highlighters from ColourPop. These are so phenomenal. This is my favorite shade. It is Wisp. These are glittery and beautiful and really easy to blend. It's another really good product for someone who doesn't like wearing a ton of makeup because it's so super easy, blendable and everything like that. It is just really fantastical, amazing. I love these so much. I like to wear these and then put a highlight on top of them to give an extra blingy glow, especially when I'm on camera. I have to use the shade Wisp today. It is beautiful. I love it so much. And they are only $6, I believe. So they are really a steal. The next highlighter I want to talk about is the Sleek Bare Kissed Illuminator. And this is the shade Pretty in Paris. And this is a liquid illuminator, and I think it's comparable to the Cover FX drops. I'm just going to swatch it for you on my shoulder. You see, it's like liquid metal, but it's not as pigmented as those drops are, so it's like more easily blendable. So if you want to wear this on your shoulders, on your legs, or anything like that, this is a great product to do that. Plus it's pretty cheap. It's by Sleek. They're a really good brand. I love their highlighters, and I don't think this is talked about enough on YouTube. And look how pretty my shoulder looks now. I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyways, this is a really great product. I like to use it on my face as well. Sometimes I mix it in with my foundation when I don't want to use my Cover FX drops because those are really expensive. So I will use this product instead, even though I think it's slightly not as good, but it's still very, very pretty. So if you're looking for something similar to the Cover FX drops, this is definitely a good dupe for the shade Celestial, which is my favorite highlighter from Cover FX. I have tried their shade Rose Gold, but this by far is their most blinding shade. I have had this for a year now, and it has like dried up, and it's like so sad. I don't know if you can see like the dust. It's so sad though. I love this guy so much, but they're so expensive. I think they're around 40 bucks, and like I'm just not sure if I'm ready to like repurchase that. But if you're someone who has the money, by all means, go ahead and drop the cash on this because it is so fantastic. You can use it on your body, you can use it on your cheeks, you can use it on your eyes, you can do whatever you want with it. It's really, really great. The next highlighter that I have pretty much been wearing every single day, along with my e.l.f. highlighter, is the Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlighter. I have dropped this compact a million times, and it's so sturdy, and it's just beautiful. I love this guy. This is Killawatt, and it has the shade Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. And what I really love about this compact, and what is so great and so well thought out, is that you can take the less blinding shade, which is Lightning Dust, put it on your cheeks, and then layer on top of it Fire Crystal, which is this really nice glittery color. So if you're not into a glittery highlight, you can just use one of the colors and not the other. But like, why wouldn't you love glitter? I love glitter. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with glitter. Anyways, this is a fantastic product. I will use a fan brush and put on Lightning Dust right here, and then I will take my smaller fan brush and just dot very tiny, like little tiny circular motions, and I will just, you know, bring my cheekbones to life with Fire Crystal. It is just so amazing. I think this is great. 10 out of 10 would recommend their highlighters. One last product, I promise you. This is my favorite eyelash glue. I used to use the Duo lash glue, which was in the like black, and it was like a black tube, and it was like white. I don't know how to describe it. Anyways, this is 30 times better. This actually keeps my lashes on because I have such a hard time with my inner corner and I'm not great at applying fake lashes. I don't pretend to be, and this makes it so easy and I love it. And it's more expensive than most lash glues, but I love this guy so much. I'm not sure if I've mentioned the name. It's the Velour Lash Glue. Velour lashes are also really great, but their lash glue is amazing and I love it so much. So that took a lot more than I expected. I didn't realize how many products I had to recommend to you all. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and you learned a little something along the way. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also comment down below your thoughts and opinions on these products. Do you use any of these products? I would really love to know, and make sure to subscribe on your way out. I would love to have you join this little family we have going on, and I will see you all later. Bye.